delve into the coding principles and standards as defined by Rick Kadrovy. These guidelines emphasize simplicity, clarity, and maintainability in programming, ensuring that your code is efficient, reusable, and easy to understand. Following these principles will help you write professional and robust code that stands the test of time. Effective programming hinges on simplicity and clarity. It's essential to focus on logic and problem-solving rather than getting caught up in complex coding. Rick Kadrovy emphasizes that good programming should be intuitive and easy to understand. Always choose to write code as simply as possible. Clever tricks might seem impressive but often lead to confusion down the line. Aim for simplicity. Future-proof your code for ease of reuse. Be consistent with names within the program. Avoid using different names for the same thing as it can be confusing. Variables and routines should have names that clearly explain their purpose. Strive to keep names short and simple for better readability and maintainability. Always line up equal signs for improved readability. When declaring variables, initialize them at the top of the routine. This practice keeps your code organized and easier to follow. If-else statements complicate code and should be minimized. In a well-written program, if-else statements should be rare. If an if-else is necessary, ensure the if block is short and the else block handles the more complex logic. Use exit statements as soon as possible within a routine. Avoid waiting until the end to exit, as early exits can simplify logic, reduce the need for else statements, and minimize bugs. Always make the call and then test the result in the conditional expression. Generally, avoid setting variables or testing function results directly within if, do, or for expressions. This practice ensures clearer and more maintainable code. Use parentheses around every set of operations. This makes the beginning and end of each operation clear, ensuring that anyone reading the code understands the intended execution order without relying on operator precedence. Write code that is language independent, meaning it should be understandable by programmers familiar with different languages. Minimize language-specific constructs to ensure clarity and broader accessibility. Ensure that each line of code can be understood in 30 seconds and each routine in 10 minutes. Avoid writing extraneous code and focus on making your code clear and concise. Clarity should always be your main goal. Document your code thoroughly in each routine header, and keep comments minimal within routines if they are simple and short. Don't be afraid to rewrite or modify your code, but always keep a backup of the original to avoid losing working versions. Assume that the code you're writing will be useful in the future. Design it to be easily reusable and flexible, separating out dependencies like operating system specifics. This foresight ensures your code remains adaptable and efficient. Focus on writing good code to minimize the need for debugging. Use early exits to simplify your logic and avoid else statements. Test small parts of your code individually and conduct thorough reviews before compiling to catch errors early. Professional code should be simple and clean, with a neat appearance and thorough documentation. Break down your program into small routines, each encapsulating a single concept. This approach not only organizes your thoughts but also makes your code more manageable and easier to maintain. Organize your routines either logically or alphabetically. Group similar routines into small modules to keep module size manageable and make it easier to locate specific functions. This practice enhances code readability and maintainability. Adhering to these coding principles and standards as defined by Rick Kadrovy ensures that your code remains simple, clean, and maintainable. By focusing on clarity, reusability, and professional guidelines, you can create efficient and robust programs that stand the test of time. Remember, the best code is easily understandable by any programmer, regardless of their experience level.